All right, before we get into this video, quick question to all of you females watching this video, all right? If you were in Big Brother's house with your boyfriend or lover or husband, anything, but if you were in Big Brother's house this season with your partner, would you be marking your territory around your partner? Yeah, would you be doing that? Or would you allow your partner to do all the work? Yeah, I mean, if I were to answer that question, I don't have that kind of time. I will not be marking my territory around my partner. But would you? Because I know people are different, right? Would you? Because that was exactly what Chinwe was declaring this morning. And that is exactly what she intends to begin doing moving forward. I mean, from today. Yeah, because something actually happened that triggered her into making that decision. And I'm going to be telling you all about it on this video. Chinwe wasn't the only one that was in a relationship mood this morning. There was also Rhuthee. Yes, Rhuthee has got some tall hopes that some way, somehow, Big Brother is going to bring in her spec. Yeah. And you see, I found that quite interesting as well, because it made me begin to wonder like, oh, okay, this is quite interesting. 28 housemates in the house already. Would Big Brother consider bringing in new housemates, fake or real? Guys, that's another question to all of you. Do you think that there's a need for Big Brother to introduce more housemates? Because hey, as far as I'm concerned, we're already dealing with a battalion of people in the house at the moment. We're still trying to get used to their faces and their names. And then Rhuthee, on the other hand, is, you know, fantasizing about Big Brother sending in her spec, that's in form of new guys. Anyways, we're going to talk about all of that on this video. Please go ahead, watch to the end. Do not skip out on any part, otherwise you will miss out, all right? And yeah, you're all welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Bbnaija, and I am the girl with the T. Guys, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, beginning with Rhuthee. It was a conversation between herself and Chinwe in the kitchen this morning. We did not see the beginning of the conversation, but where the camera met them, these two girls were just basically talking about the fact that there's a lot of sheep, you know, growing in the house at the moment. And then she was saying that personally, she was not really feeling anybody yet. And that made me raise an eyebrow because, hey, there's been a lot of chemistry of late between herself and Mayo. So I was wondering like, okay, Rhuthee, if you've not been feeling anybody, what have you been doing with Mayo? And let's not forget that I think it was yesterday she had actually told Mayo to his face that she kind of fancied him. And it was so funny, you know, seeing Mayor's reaction after she had told him. The guy was blushing, you know, and you could sense his ego swelling, like, you know, a girl that's saying that, oh, she doesn't have a type in the house. All of a sudden, she's looking at you and saying that you are her type, or rather she fancies you, hence the reason she's giving you that much attention. Yes. But anyways, in the kitchen earlier today, she was telling Chinwe that someone that could have likely been her type was Shaun. But Shaun was already taken by Wani. And then there was also Ben, that she could have liked Ben, but the guy is just all over the place. You know, he doesn't have that steez that she likes a guy to possess. That was where she started saying that she was going to be patient. You know, she was going to exercise patience and wait and see if Big Brother would send in new housemates, that maybe, just maybe, she might find her spec. And even Chinwe was also, you know, encouraging her. I'm like, yeah, could this be the situation of the blind, you know, supporting the blind? But guys, what do you think? As I mentioned earlier, the house is already full. Like, it's overwhelming even seeing so many people in the house at the same time. Do you think there's any need for Big Brother to send in new housemates, you know, as the game pans out? For me, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, if there was going to be such a twist, such a surprise, I would have preferred if at least 24 housemates were introduced first, and then, you know, 2 more pairs introduced later on in the show. But at this point, I don't know. The production team probably have a whole, I don't know, itinerary for this season. So let's see how it pans out. But I would love to hear your thoughts about that one. Now, about Chinwe. Chinwe was very, very pissed. Very pissed today. It was still in the conversation she was having with Rhuthee that we learned that a particular female housemate had sort of, placed a hand on Zion's shoulder and I think even touched Zion's head last night when they were in bed. Yes, according to her, she had turned her back around because she did not want to get unnecessarily provoked. Now, as she explained, that had really triggered her. She felt like that female housemate did not respect the fact that she was there. And guys, it made me wonder how exactly this person did it. According to her, if the person had just touched Zion's shoulder and moved on, that would have been different. But the person lingered, the person was like, you're very talented, though. That was how she put it. So she said that was quite triggering and she had to look away so as not to react. But the next time it happens, that she just hopes it doesn't happen tomorrow during the Saturday night party. And guys, I was wondering like, wow, okay, this is deep at this point. This is deep. And what was actually annoying in that situation? It was the fact that Zion was laughing about it. Now, she was quite upset and in a way she was sort of attacking, like playfully attacking Zion. Like, oh, but you didn't say anything now. You allowed her to leave her hand on your shoulder. You didn't say anything. You knew I was da. And Zion was trying to pacify her, telling her that, listen, babe, it doesn't mean anything. Don't look into it, So some people were coming into the kitchen and they caught on to the conversation. I particularly loved what OC of them, by the way, twins, said that, listen, this is the sort of conversation you have with people, we're coming from different walks of life, but as long as you have a relationship in this house, you need to be able to create boundaries so that people respect the confines of your relationship as well as your partner, so as not to disrespect your partner. So Zion was just laughing. And guys, I don't know, okay, fine. He could be laughing for whatever reason, but as far as I'm concerned, if I were to be in Chinwe's shoes, except I want to chase clout or I want to, create content with that kind of drama, I shouldn't be talking about it. Now, I think there's a level to relationships that I would be in with my partner, and my partner would already know to create boundaries. There are certain things you don't do. There are certain things I will not condone. There are certain things you don't do. If a lady is flirting with my partner, well, my partner should know to handle the situation. I don't want to even talk about it. Just handle it. I don't want to be stressed about it. But anyways, guys, different strokes for different folks. It sort of raised a lot of conversations online today. A lot of people felt like Chinwe was being jealous. A lot of people felt like she was just being bossy. A lot of people were speculating that could it be that she's the one funding Zion, her boyfriend, that the way she's very authoritative and commanding of this guy, which is actually very true. And I mentioned this from one of my first videos of the season about the season, that when it comes to ships or maybe partners that came into the house together, Chinwe seems to be the alpha in their relationship, while Zion is more like, submissive to her, very quiet. And that has been the case. She's always the one calling the shots, taking the bull by the horns. Zion just wants peace. He just wants to relate with people. He just wants to connect with everybody. But Chinwe, on the other hand, is just up there, and quite temperamental. In the same breath, I totally understand where Chinwe was coming from. Yes, she probably expects Zion to know already what to do if such a thing occurs, and Zion did not do that, hence the reason she was sort of triggered. But hey, different strokes for different folks. So ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, especially how you would handle such situation if you found yourself in it. All right, I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.